Allah, in the name of Him, the most beneficent, the most merciful. My name is Ali Reza Jafarpur. I am from Iran, Karaj Gohardasht. My phone number is 00989014746994. I am a strategist and I am able to make China absolute power in the world, and I am able to establish Chinese system and Chinese government for 90% of the countries until 2036. Sooner or later, peoples in the world, great nations have to choose, to choose their own leader in the world. They have to choose between China or United States of America. This program, I present this program to great nation and great leader of the China, President Xi Jinping, and I hope strategists, journalists, noble ones send my message to great nation of the China and its great leader, President Xi, because this message by me today is so much important. This is the war of the minutes. I want to say that this is the war of the seconds. Even more, this is the war of the milliseconds, and any of the countries who follow my instructions or my consultations, they will be dominant over all of the countries and will make the worldwide government, and they will rule the world. Why this is so much important? Because unlike China, Russia, or India, these are introvert countries who just want to progress and make achievement for themselves. Unlike United States of America. United States of America clearly said that they want dominance over the world, and they follow very, very strong policies that they called full spectrum dominance. That means that Americans are the racists who believe that they are the only nation and only people who deserve to rule over the countries, and nobody else, none of the other nations, they don't deserve to be dominant or ruler or have the kingdom over the world. But I want to say to every noble nation, they want to choose between United States or China. If they choose United States of America as a pattern, as a sample, as their sample of the achievement, I want to say that they are absolutely wrong. Because if they choose United States of America and copy their approach, they have to develop their military forces and do so much expenditures for militia. They have to spend billions, even $trillions to empower themselves in their military. So they have to make increasement of the tax, and most of the people have to tolerate great costs and great expenditures about military empowerment. If they follow United States of America, America want to engage these countries in unnecessary wars, so they have to spend a lot of money, a lot of their human resources, a lot of their natural resources, a lot of their natural wealth just for increasement of the military power. They have to spend $1 trillion totally to do war on behalf of the benefits and profits for United States of America. And what is the goal? What is the aim by United States of America? First of all, they want to be unit with European countries. They want to combine together, cooperate and collaborate together against these countries. First of all, they have to defeat Iran. After destroying Iran, they will go after Russia to destroy Russia. After Russia, automatically India and Arabic countries and most of the Muslim countries will be obedient for United States of America. Then they will be able to isolate China and make China step by step weak, and finally destroy China, and they will be able to be dominant over all of the countries in the world, rule them and make them absolutely obedient. Even they will make cruelty regulations, rules for other countries except United States of America. But if the noble countries, if sober countries, if intelligent nations choose China as a leader, they don't have to spend a lot of money for military forces, so they can increase their welfare and they will be happy nations in the future. That is so much critical point for all of the countries. All of the countries, they have to make important and critical decision. This decision will determine their future and their destination. What will happen to these nations if they choose America? They will be poor and they will be retarded, they will be backwarded, and they will be a slave for America and European countries. I just want to say that anybody who think that America and Israel, America and European countries, they will be together as a companion and ally forever, they are absolutely wrong. Because United States of America will have and want to have temporal agreement with some of the countries, even their best friends, even Israel, even European countries. Then after combination, after make these countries allied, they will destroy other countries. Then America will even destroy European countries and Israel just because of their own profits and their own benefits. Why America do such brutal behavior? Why they are so much cruel about this? That is not just because benefits and profits. That is about the future of the rulership, the future of the kingdom, even the future of the Christianity. So they are potentially enemy even for Jewish people. They want to take revenge from Jewish people who killed Jesus Christ. So they are enemy for Israel. They are enemy for European countries because America, about 200 years ago, was a slave for British people, was a slave for European kingdoms. So they are potentially enemy for European countries, but they don't want to show this enmity, that they hide it, they hidden during the past decades. They want firstly cooperate and destroy others, then step by step, America will betray to their own friends, because friendship is meaningless for Americans who think just about money and power and rule over the world. And so they will destroy Israel, because they would never let Israel to be the capital of the world. They would never let Jerusalem to be the center of the world, the center of the kingdom, the center of the universal government. So they will destroy Israel. And I will promise you that is their plan, their plot, their conspiracies to destroy Israel. Even if Israel is nowadays their own best friends. Even if Israel made America the greatest country. Even if they saw how much the hard work done by Jewish scientists like Albert Einstein to empower United States. As I said, Americans would never have any value, never give any value to the friendship. They just think about their own advantage over all of the countries. So after destroying Iran, then they will go to destroy Russia. Then after Russia, they will make absolute unconditional surrender for Arabic countries and India. Then they will be able to isolate China and destroy China. After China, they will start to destroy their own friends like Israel, like European countries, even their neighbors, Canada and Mexico. After Canada and Mexico, they will destroy Australia and make all of the other countries a slave for themselves. This is the aim by United States of America, and I want to warn every noble man and woman in the world to prevent this, and I am the strategist that show the way for China. If they followed my instructions, if they followed my consultations, the China will be the first and best and topmost important power in the world in 2036. What is the meaning of this? That means that China will export and make all of the electric cars in the Europe, even inside United States, even if America make great tariffs against China. The Chinese cars, the Chinese houses, the Chinese technological productions will be in every place in the world, because people of the world sooner or later will understand that China want to make better world, not just for their own great nation, but also for every other country. China honestly want to make welfare for all of the countries, and all of the countries sooner and later will understand that they have to stop following the orders by United States of America and start cooperation and collaboration with China. As a strategist, I have 14 great strategies that will make China the topmost power in the world. So that is my great honor if Chinese companies, for example, BYD, call me, I will give them 14 privileges for Chinese cars to be sold to sell to all of the countries and dominate over all of the markets. China has to make independent true internet. What is the true internet? In the true internet, you can't find the lyings, and everything that will be searched by Chinese news search engines just give you and answer you the truths and the proven scientific facts, and so there is not possible in the Chinese internet to lying. That is so much hard work and so much artificial intelligence, advanced artificial intelligence is necessary to do this great and prevent to publish any lying and any misadvertisement in China, but China will successfully do this if they follow my consultation. I got this deep understanding, this deep strategic ways by deep thinking, and because I accessed to other dimensions, I can give you the truth and very, very deep instructions that that if any company or any country follow this, they will be the winner of the wars, the winner of the games, international strategic games in the world. But that is so much soon if I deliver right now my understanding about the dimensions. I am the only one who have I am the only one in the world who have true understanding about other dimensions, because I passed from these dimensions. To teach these other dimensions for all of the other nations, I have to simply explain deep concept of the relativity that is usable in four-dimensional world. For five-dimensional world, we need ultra relativity. So that is so much hard to explain, but I am the only one who can explain this for all of the countries. Why understanding other dimensions is so much important? Because that will make new abilities and new capabilities that seems absolutely impossible right now. For example, faster than light travels. For example, disappearment from one place and appear in the other places, because in four-dimensional worlds, even based on Albert Einstein theory, time is relative. In the five-dimensional world, the space of the relativity of the space will happen there, and that is so much sophisticated and complicated to explain right now, and I need to learn more English language to explain these very, very important truths that I found. Let me, to finish this discussion right now, come back to the main strategy. As I said, the main aim by United States of America is based on greed, is based on racism, and is based on their religion. Because of the Christianity, Americans want to destroy other countries that they are not Christian countries. For example, China, Iran, India, Russia, they must be destroyed based on the orders by Bible. And because of the many other things and many other meaningless aims, meaningless excuse, they want to destroy other countries, and most of these excuses absolutely that is because of the money and wealth, because Americans are greedy, because Americans are racist, and they follow the orders of the Satan to destroy other nations. While unlike the Western countries, we have Eastern countries who are truly the humankind, and they naturally want to help every human beings. Another time, I want to warn, especially Russia, China, India, the plan by United States. What is the plan? What is the plot? They want to destroy your nations, your countries, your heritage, your religion, and make you absolute obedient, make you absolute a slave for themselves. And they will do this step by step. Obviously, they will unify with European countries. That is not the conspiracy theory by me. That is enough for yourself to read the World War II. In the World War II, in the last years and last months of the war, the private agreement happened between Nazism leaderships, for example, Nazi generals, Nazi high commanders, high-level commanders. The Nazi high-level commanders suggest to the Western countries, included Britannia and United States, that that is now the time that we can combine together against Soviet Union. Why they want to ally together against Soviet Union? Because they believe that the socialism, Marxism, communism is enemy for Western countries and enemy for Western values. So they started this combination and this unification and this alignment. Those times they started in 1944 about make a long-term plan about World War III and destroy Soviet Union. Why they want to destroy Soviet Union? Who helped them? Who helped truly Americans and British and French people? Soviet Union help truly America and British countries and French people to be released from Hitler and Nazis. But why would they betray Soviet Union, who was a great friend for themselves? That is originated, this enmity, this betraying is originated from Bible, is originated from Christian scriptures, is originated from ideologies, is originated from the everything that is against the Western values. So they decided in 1944 even to make World War III to destroy step by step Soviet Union. For example, they did something successfully in 1919. They break down Soviet Union and divide this great country to smaller countries. They want to continue this step-by-step progress to destroy absolutely Russia. So the Vladimir Putin, who is a smart man, understood their plan, and sooner or later Russia will show to the world that this country is the first topmost great military power in the world, and will prove that they can ally all of their nations together and unify all of the nation and send to the war, and they will be dominate over Europe, and I can promise this will happen another time. The Russian troops will come over Berlin and will establish the flag of the Russia there to prove that Russia is the greatest power in the world. Why Russia is the greatest power? Because Russians are more honest. Russians are great scientists. I spoke with many Russian peoples, and I understood how much these people are smart and how much these people are great nations. For example, great writers, Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, etc., etc., etc. They will be dominate another time over Europe because they have great natural resources, great human resources, the genius people who live in Russia, and many other facts that will make Russia dominant over Europe another time. But this potential power is not enough for Russia, is not enough for Iran, India. We can't absolutely rely on these potential powers. And we have to do something strategically. And what is my suggestion to India and Russia? Give to other nations, give to other countries an atomic missile. That is so much necessary for India and Russia. If these countries, even China, if you want to prevent progress by United States of America, that is so much necessary and critical and important to give to other countries one atomic missile. If you distribute equally atomic missiles between all of the countries, you will destroy the wrong self-importance by United States of America. America will be sacrifice itself by their own wrong self-importance. And why Americans are so much self-important people? Because they are racist. They know themselves that they are better than any other human being. They think wrongly that they are more smart than other nations. And they think that they are the topmost and top first one in every field of the knowledge, science, even sport and other fields. Americans wrongly proud from themselves, about themselves, and so they think wrongly that they have right and rule over the other countries. So if China and Russia and India independently from each other and privately, very in the hidden way, even North Korea, give other countries, give to every Arabic country, give to every African country one atomic missile, and instead they can take money instead of these missiles, or they can take, for example, some mines and some natural resources. They will distribute power, military power, equally between the nations, and that will cost at least $20 trillion for United States of America. They have to spend a lot of money to increase the number of the satellites who controls all of the other countries, and that's this will weakening United States of America forever and prevent United States of America to perform their plot and their plan against Iran, Russia, India, and China. Then I have 14 strategies for China, the great nation of the China. If the great nation of the China and its noble leader, President Xi, if they contact me, I will give them the details of the strategies. But shortly and briefly, I explain right now what is the 14 strategies that will make China the unique power in the world, the power that nobody and none of the countries dare to do their conspiracy and their plot and plans against China. And what is these strategies? By China, they must to make the greatest center of the data inside China. I know that is so much costly, but China have to do this if they want to prevent progress by European countries and America against China. They have to make a unique search engine and advertise this new search engine that is a good replaceable thing for Google to all of the countries. They have to make independent internet, wireless internet. So China have to make a great net of the satellites in the highest point on the earth. This net of the satellites is out of the access by United States and Europe, so they can't destroy this net of the satellites. And what is the job? What is the task? What is the works that will be done by these satellites? China will make an independent internet satellite in the world. Later on, I will explain how China will equip all of the Chinese productions, especially cars, that will connected to this independent satellite, wireless satellite. This is independent from America data center. So Chinese will make the greatest data center in the world. China will make the most important and reliable search engine that just deliver truth to the people. And more important than all, China have to make a new platform, a new social media. And what is this new social media, and why China have to do this? If China neglect this important thing, China absolutely will be loser, because social media in the upcoming years will control the brains of the world. They will control the mind of the peoples, mind of the nations in the world. So China have to make a new social media. And what is this social media? This social media can do simultaneously can have different modes and can do all of the things that is doable by YouTube, is doable by TikTok, is doable by WhatsApp, Telegram, something for communication, something for broadcasting, something for writers to publish their works, something for content makers, something for teachers, all of the things that is doable and performable by WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all can be done by this new platform, by this new social media. If China do this, I can promise that China will be the winner and will be the king of the world in 2036. There are other strategies that can, if I write a lot of new strategies for China, but if China do this or call me, I will spend all of my time, and anybody, any country, any company who follow my innovative ways, they will be the winner of the world. I am not educated in Harvard or Cambridge or Princeton or Stanford. I am a self-educated man, and I acquired my knowledge by deep thinking and traveling to other dimensions. For example, there are other dimensions outside. If you travel to these dimensions, you can access to all of the data, to all of the knowledge that human being acquired during the history. Even you can access to the science of the future, and all of the works and all of the achievement by future scientists is there. Because in this dimension, the time is meaningless, so you can travel to the end of the humanity, you can travel to the beginning of the humanity. I am not educated in the Stanford. I am not happy because of that. But that was a privilege for me to find other ways to earn knowledge, to earn science. And sooner or later, the people of the world will understand that the most important knowledge, later on, the most important science in the world will be the science of the dimensions. The science of the dimensions is the future, more important than IT, more important than quantum computers, more important than any other science. That is the pure mathematics, that is the pure physics. This science will unify the result and achievement of all of the science. That is the last point of the psychology. That is the end of everything. But I am not talking about this right now anymore, because all of the nations and all of the countries have to make decision. They want to choose America, they will be miserable, because 90% of their money must go to the war, and this war is just on behalf of the America and American profit. So the noble people, the sober people will choose China. And what is the privilege of choosing China? Cooperation to make welfare for the nation. For example, if Ukraine accept peace, truly make peace agreement with Russia and deliver to the Russia whatever that is deserved for Russia. We know that Russia attacked Ukraine, but Russia had the right to do this, because Russia gave many things to the Ukrainian people, especially during the World War II. Poland, Ukraine, and many of Eastern countries, they owe to Russia, because Russian people, Russian troops, Soviet Union troops, they released Europe. They made freedom Europe from the cruelty of the Hitler. So European countries, if they be wise and sober, they will say thank you to the Russian people, thank you to Russian troops, but they are greedy and they want to destroy Russia. They want to destroy the country who helped them to be free from Hitler during the World War II. At least 20 million of the Russian youths died just because of the making freedom for European countries. So European countries, unfortunately, they are not good people because they want to destroy their own friend. They want to destroy the nation who helped them to be free. So people of the world must decide to choose between Eastern countries and Western countries who want to destroy their own friend. Western countries like United States, Western countries like European countries, they just think about money, gold, and profits. And they sacrifice any human values and any ethical and any goodness just because of their satanic wish. So people in the world have to choose rightly. Otherwise, science and knowledge and technology is just a weapon for kill themselves, just a tool that destroy the human being. So I have to make delays to deliver my knowledge about dimensions and my knowledge about physics. And I will do this until to appropriate times. There are a lot of important things to say. I just want Nobel journalists who is listening to me, without belonging to the left or right, without belonging to China benefits or American benefits, just think wisely and just judge based on honesty and based on truth, and decide what to do in the upcoming months. Don't be allied with United States, because United States will destroy you. If you study the history of the United States betrayed to all of their own friends. If you remember me, about 20 years ago, I delivered a lot of economic and international strategies for United States of America. I gave these strategies to great nation of the United States those times as a gift for Condoleezza Rice. But unfortunately, General David Petraeus, who was the chief of the CIA, they betrayed me, and they whatever I did on behalf of the Americans, they opposed me and did everything that was weakening to me. So I decided to choose the true friends. I want to say that relatively Chinese people and Chinese great nation, especially Asians, they are more trustable and more honest than Western countries. So my recommendations to all of the other nations to choose their own friends by doing better judgment and think more deeply, and then ally with these new trustable friends. We will cooperate with each other, and we will make China the topmost important power. But we ask from China, I ask from China, after following my instructions and consultations in 2036, China will be absolute power and unbeatable and undefeatable by Western countries. Now, in 2036 is the time that China help all of the other nations to have achievement about science, technology, make welfare for all of the other nations, and show that what is the difference of the China and United States of America. United States of America is a greedy racist who want everything for themselves and even never let give to their own friends a coin. In the opposite side, we have China, who want to build themselves and help other nations to about improvement. That is so much important that China take advantage of the advertisement power. We saw, unfortunately, that America win all of the wars by advertisement, and they defeated in the most military confrontation. The only winning card for United States of America nowadays is advertisement, is media. And if China makes a new platform that is attractive for and will be attractive for all of the nations and all of the countries, China absolutely will be the winner. The winning by China means the winning by Asia, the winning of the Russia, India, and Iran. So we have all together cooperate and collaborate together to empower China, and we want China to the counteract to help our countries. They must share their successful management ways, their successful management techniques. They share this management techniques with us and help us about progress and improvement. So I want to ask Republic Islamic of Iran invite the group of the Chinese expert to come in every province of the Iran, every location of the Iran. They come and evaluate the situation and find the potentials about economic achievements. They help Iran, giving instructions, guide Iran, give Iran management tips, and send their even their old managers who are retired, sent to come in Iran and manage and handle the potentials and the resources of the Iran to make Iran stronger, because Iran is a barrier who is protecting Russia and China and India. Iran is in the middle of the way for United States of America and European countries if they want to attack directly and indirectly, military or non-military way to the China, India, and Russia. Iran is a barrier, so they decided to destroy Iran, and obviously, or hidden by hidden ways, they follow everything that is weakening Iran, and they really want to destroy Iran, and they are collecting together to defeat Iran. So China and Russia and India, we want to ask these great nations and countries to help themselves. By helping Iran, you will help yourself, and you prevent the progress of the United States and European countries toward your own countries. Don't let this barrier to break down. Don't let Iran to collapse. Don't let Iran, who is like a dam that prevent the floods, the wrong, harsh floods that want to destroy your countries. Iran is a dam, and you protect Iran, and Iran will protect your countries. There are a lot of strategies that will be useful for China, Russia, and India. And if I survive, I explain more details. Obviously, if you call me, you're a strategist, because I am a worldwide strategist. If you call me by this number, 009890147469994, I will give you more details. And these consultations that I will give you, that will make your country the topmost power in the world. Believe me or not, you will understand that I am right and I am telling you truth. What is the other plans by China if they want to be stronger against the harsh, hidden attacks by European countries and America, who want to defeat China economically and in other fields, scientifically and other ways. Let me continue in the other programs. Thank you so much, broadcasters. God bless you all, and God keep you safe. There are a lot of new fields for cooperation with Iran, and if you use this opportunity, you will protect your future. For example, one of the things that America and European countries, they don't want to lose even a second, is the mixture of the artificial intelligence with the robotics. In this case, they don't have to send physical troops, for example, human beings, to the war. So they will do everything to empower their industrial their industries about the robotics. They need, I think, 5 or 6 years to send robots to the war. So if you see some hesitation by European countries and United States, that is just because they want to send robots to the front line of the war instead of sending human beings. And they made Ukraine sacrificed on behalf of this. They sacrificed Ukraine and its great nation of the Ukraine. They sacrificed Ukraine to make Russia busy with this war, and hidden, in the hidden way, they want to progress so much quickly robotics. So this war will continue 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Until that, the European robots come to the war. I want to say that Russia must, and Russia, that is so much necessary for Russia to prevent this plan by quickly progress. This Ukraine will surrender, but that is so much necessary for Vladimir Putin to make soonly this surrender by Ukraine. So they have to do such a harsh attacks that Ukraine immediately must surrender, and Russia and China go for robotics and the new ways of the war that will be in the upcoming years. Practical strategies will be explained by me in the next YouTube programs. So many of the people say that you use American platforms. For example, YouTube is American platform to send your voice. I want to say that that is not just YouTube, and I use other ways that send my voice to the Russia, China, and I have other devices. But if I use YouTube, that is because I want ordinary people, ordinary journalists, except then politicians and chief military commanders who have access